Hello everybody, this is New Beater 5 and I'm just doing another commentating on a Hentus versus Wemade Fox Game 3 between Leta, who is a notorious Wraith micro Terran, versus Shine, who is just fairly decent Zerg overall. Now Leta is actually known for his tricky plays. He mech plays, Eminem play, and Wraith play. His Wraith plays are very good, let's put it that way. But in my opinion, when I see him playing a TVZ, if he doesn't go mech, I really don't like his Eminent Medic's Marine play. I mean, it's not as strong as Flash's play, but you know, it's just, I don't know. I'm not really much into Leta as a just Eminem player overall. I don't feel it's nearly as strong as, like when he does like a push, and then his micro style is just not really enjoyable to watch. So as you can see, in a TVZ matchup, you as a Zerg, you would want to always be a base ahead of a Terran player, of course. So most nowadays, most Zergs usually do like a 12 hatchery, and then 13 spawning pool, do like a timing 3 hatch meta play, which is fairly standard nowadays. I mean, most Terrans aren't going to proxy cheese on like a 4-player map, so it's relatively safe to do so. As you can see, I think that's what he's doing right now. And Leta as like a Terran player nowadays, you would want to just do like a barrack, barrack neck CC. It's a pretty standard play as well. I mean, honestly, you're facing against like 9 pole or something, you're usually fine. Just do like a barrack CC, or you can even do like tech up to factory quickly, bring 1 vulture over, do some damage, and then expand. I mean, that is fine too, but definitely barrack CC is a lot more safer than 14 command center, which is Flash's typical style, which is why you see lots of pro gamers, as soon as they see they're facing Flash, they just go 9 pull, full pull, just kind of finish Flash off early in the game. Because the more risk you take, such as 14cc, the more benefit you're gonna have later on, because you're gonna have your second command center so quickly that your opponent is not even gonna be able to catch up. Like for example, even Zerg, if they don't do damage to your 14cc, they're gonna be behind in terms of economy, and they're gonna have to do lots of more damage to you in early game or meter harass, which Terran is usually a costume too. As you can see, Zerg is actually taking his 3rd hatchery in the base. That usually indicates a 3 hatch meta, but maybe if he gets to kill the scout early enough, he can actually go for a even like a 3 hatch Hydra build. That's really uncommon, but it's actually doable. But you see 3 hatch lurker all the time. Those are fairly tough to take care of, especially when Terran doesn't scout it, so they waste extra like 300 400 minerals on turrets alone just to try to defend your meter harassment. They know exactly the timing of it, but usually players of this caliber, such as Leta, he's not going to let his SCV die anytime soon until he sees the tag. As you can see, he's doing a barrack command center into 2 racks, and then upgrade academy to get ready to defend the meter harassment. But as you can see, sometimes Zerg plays unorthodox. They make lots of Zerglings. Chase that first SCV out, makes lots of Zerglings, speed upgrade, takes care of lots of the Marines, so that their meter harassment would just be folds more effective compared to having lots of Marines to fight against. But you never know. Shine is a very unpredictable player. I've seen him play before. I don't know his style nearly as well, because I'm actually a Protoss player. I just kind of skim through the first 10 minutes and just kind of watch their meta game. As you can see, Shine's actually making lots of Zerglings, and that Leta does not know actually. So this and that SCV is not scouting in the right direction, which means that Leta is going to be in big trouble. He's going to lose lots of Marines and to the Zerglings, their speed upgrade. Here we go, and there's a firebat coming out to help, but looks like the Zergling, the position wasn't quite good, and losing that firebat, losing that Marine as well. 4 Zerglings, and also probably losing that medic. Oh my goodness, this is going to be huge because the push is actually going to be huge, and Zerglings looks like they're doing lots of damage, and Leta does not have the stim upgrade on time because he went command center first before his academy, so that actually hurts him a lot. And it looks like Shiny is just making his spire right now, but you know, right now it looks like those Zerglings are doing so much damage to Leta's economy, and that he's going to have a really tough time to defend against those mutant harassment, especially when that bunker isn't even up, and losing even more Marines now to those 4 Zerglings. That's so crucial. And it looks like, you know, Leta still have some time. You know, it's only at 400 HP, and it's going to take like another minute or so before the mutas even like gets to start hatch up. So that is definitely, you know, he's in trouble, but he's not far behind. I mean, when Shine is making those Zerglings, he's not making drones, which means his economy is also suffering. But as you can see, he actually did enough damage so that his economy is, you know, sustainable. And it looks like those that scouting SCV is going to get picked off, and Leta needs to put down some turrets very soon because those meters are actually coming. And as you can see, his economy is actually hurt pretty badly, and the timing of the bunker, the timing of, you know, the engineering base also help, but it looks like he's saved up enough minerals, you know, even canceling that SCV to put down some turrets. You know, he's actually down. Oh my goodness, these Zerglings going to take off that missile turrets, which is going to be huge because his natural is actually going to be harassed like crazy by Shine's Mutalisk, and he's probably going to have to lift, which is going to be big trouble for him. And especially that you know, players like Shine's caliber is just plenty to take care of the to micro against those Marines that don't have range. And it looks like he's just gonna lose the SCV, lose that turret as well, losing lots of SCVs. He should just retreat. I mean, turns, you know, I mean, I can understand that they're just trying to you know, get some more economy going, but look, he's losing so many Marines, so many SCVs right now. His mains are even saturated, and I mean, look, he's only got one turret in there. Thank goodness, dreaming off those Mutalisks. He's probably looks like Shiny's just going to go all Mutalisks, finish Leta off, which is probably the best idea right now. And it looks like there isn't really much Leta can do. You know, he lost way too many Marines early game, and that turret is not going to go up anytime soon. You know, there's a timing for that as well, and it looks like, you know, Leta is just struggling really hard. I mean, if he can actually hold this off and, you know, managed to get his even like science vessel, which I don't think he's even started with a factory. I mean, finally picking off one of the meters, you know, fighting it off. You know, look at the SCV saturation. It's just terrible for Leta at this moment. You know, even losing that turret as well. Probably going to, you know, losing a Mutalisk, not bad. Killing 2 Mutalisks, driving it off again. But as you can see, Shine is actually taking 2 extra bases right now. He's going to be on 4 gases really soon, and probably tech straight up to, you know, Ultralisk with lurker upgrade, or maybe just try to finish Leta off with just lurker upgrades. But look at how many meters there are versus the Marines. I think the range upgrade for the Marines should be done by now, but that position of that barrack is actually terrible. You know, it's gonna hurt Leta in the long run. Shine can just keep picking off that SCV that's trying to build it. And forcing a stim is very valuable for Leta as well, because he's only got 3 medics for like 20 Marines, and those medics run out energy so quickly that you can only really afford stim once or twice. And he's got to be careful with those medics as well, because taking out another muta, not a bad play at all. Probably trying to do some damage in the main, but look, Shine's already prepared with mutas and Zerglings. Hopefully, you know, I mean, unless Leta can micro really well and get that +1 upgrade on time, which he's not going to. I mean, look, he's actually taking out lots of Zerglings, but look, he lost 2 medics in the meantime, and probably going to lose his entire medics Marine force. But doing as much damage as he could, he's actually picking off like another 2-3 mutalisks before these entire medics Marine force dies, and that's a lot of valuable time for Leta to actually get his economy back and going. Try to hopefully make a science vessel and try to do some damage. Another medic getting picked off. Now he doesn't have any medics left, and this is going to be just picking off more units. And it looks like Leta is just not going to have enough units left. Maybe try to hold off against this attack and try to stay alive for a little longer. But it's not right now. It's 5 hatcheries versus 4 barracks. That's huge. I mean, PVZ, it's TVZ is just huge, and I mean, Leta is probably just trying the best he could just to stay in this game, but I don't know how much more he can do. And those lurkers are coming. Shine can just pretty much just 1A, 2A, 3A and win at this point, but don't give up ever again in StarCraft. You always want to try it towards the end, especially players like Leta, who's have a super high ego, and he's actually trying really hard, making his starport right away. Probably try to get out a science vessel ASAP, and those lurkers is just going to be able to contain Leta in for a really long time until the science vessel gets out, in which he hopefully does not pick off. As you can see, half of the barracks are not even like producing at all, because the saturation of the SCVs are just not there, and taking straight up to the layer upgrade. So Shine should soon have both the Defiler and the Ultralisk, because he's actually on 4 gas at this moment, which is going to hurt Leta in the long run, and desperately trying to stay in the game. He'll probably make another few tanks, maybe get a siege upgrade. He probably doesn't have enough gas, and those 5 lurkers is just plenty to contain Leta overall. But he's probably going to try to do a push very soon. If he can hold off an attack, Leta may actually have a chance to win. But as you can see, Shine just borrow all his lurkers, making Defiler mount, and just wait for that Defiler upgrade. Even making a Greater Spire, probably go for a Guardian build, which is actually really strong. Guardian Lurker is really strong against medics and Marines, especially when they don't have you don't have any Wraith or anti-air, any sort of anti-air. That's just gonna hurt Terran even more. I mean, Guardian outranges almost all the Terran units besides siege tanks, and they're going to be very strong against Leta's medics and Marine and tank units. But it looks like Shine's already prepared, and hopefully that Leta does not lose that dropship. If you lose that dropship, it's really pretty much just game over. It's probably got like 7 Marines and one medics in there. Probably going to try really hard to pick off a base, a hatchery of Shine, hopefully do enough damage. But it looks like he might be able to do some damage. Hopefully that if he is able to pick off this base, actually he's still in good shape, because it's still a 3 base versus 2 base. Regardless of how much damage is taken, it's still good. It's still good play for him. But look, Shine's got Guardians right now. He can just run in there with the Guardians, and there's really nothing much that the Leta can do. And nice dodge by the look, he's gonna lose all these units right here from the swarm right here, and it looks like the Marines are obsolete. The fire bats aren't doing near as much damage, and if he's able to hold this off, which is not going to be able to, he's gonna have to fall back even more. Just have to defend even more, make more fire bats. Those Marines is going to die. The fire bat is the only thing that can do damage in under the swarm, and losing that science vessel as well. Even though he's doing really well trying to hold off this attack, just desperately trying his hardest to not give up in this game just yet. He should be making lots of more fire bats at this moment. Losing that fire bat right there doesn't help at all. Losing that Wraith is not helpful either. But if he's able to hold this attack off, I mean, I still believe that he still has a chance to win. He needs to scan though, and look, right
right when those fire bats came out, the Guardians are there just to finish them off. And, you know, one Wraith isn't going to do much, and making Wraith is kind of late. I really see this is one of the reasons I really don't like his Medics Marine play. I mean, it's not bad in such a way that and it's GG.